Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. I've been busy this morning working through some new inventory. I got some Star Trek action figures listed up into the store. You guys may have seen me working on those yesterday, trying to get that organized and get that listed into the store. The first batch of action figures are now up into the store. Now I'm kind of turning my attention to some more inventory that has showed up. Yesterday we did an online arbitrage video of mostly a watch lot. I think it was 27 different watches. Went through that yesterday. That video is up now. I've got some of those watches laid out in the photo station ready to get them photographed and listed. But today the focus is hats. I told you in yesterday's video we're going to go hard on hats this next week. I did some online arbitrage buying, and some of that stuff is starting to arrive. Let me give you guys a look at the first lot of hats. Here's a look at the first lot, $43.49 for a lot of 16 hats. Keyword trucker, keyword baseball. As you can see, some of them are in a little bit of rough condition. Looks like they didn't clean them up too much. I spent some time this morning cleaning them up and getting them looking nice and ready to list, getting the dust off them. Like you can see, that one has some like sweat stains or fish stains or whatever it was. Just wiped right off. Took a little sponge to them and got the dust off them and got them looking ready to be listed again. Let me give you guys a look. So sometimes when you buy a large lot of hats like this, people just don't want to put the time into cleaning them up and photographing each individual one. They just want to throw them all up there and get them sold quickly. They're ready to let them go at a low price point, and that's what we want. We want to add that little extra amount of work that we can put into them and get them looking fresh and list them individually to make a greater amount of profit. So we got 16 here. I spent some time cleaning them up this morning. Like I said, took the sponge to them, took the little, what do you call that, lint remover, that little roly lint remover thing. I got one of those, sticky lint remover, and took that to them, got all the dust and the hair off it, whatever else was stuck to it, and got them looking pretty nice, and got them set in here. I think I'm going to give you guys a look, and then I'm going to get them photographed and begin listing some hats. I got them all stacked up here. We might as well just go through them one at a time, give you guys a look. This is some sort of golf hat, LC Champions Club, a nice blue with the orange accent. This is the USS Mason, one of the military ships. I had kind of a naval hat here. Whoop. And just try not to knock them all over here since we got them lined up here nice and neat. This is a Tide Racing hat, fresh looking orange Tide Racing hat. Another naval hat. This is the USS Dwight D. Eisenhower. Here we got up next the Indiana Hoosiers. So a nice little basketball hat, or college hat I guess it would be. Indiana Hoosiers. This might be a vintage one. This is a Superior Construction Company. Kind of has that vintage trucker style. This is kind of a fishing hat. I've sold some t-shirts in this brand. I think a Fear No Fish is what it's called. Fear No Fish. I did a t-shirt lot that came with that same graphic. Just sold one recently, so they do sell. Here's a patriotic kind of camouflage hat with the flag on the front. So that's the first state. My thought behind this is kind of, you can get these hats pretty cheap and you can mark them up, and hats are always easy to list, easy to photograph, easy to ship. So that's kind of why I'm diving into hats this week. See how we can do. See how listing a bunch of hats like this all in one week will affect sales, and if you'll see those hat sales increase. I've mentioned in past videos I have about almost $5,000 worth of hats listed into my store, my big store right now. So I think if I continue to list a batch of hats like this every day for a week or so, that $5,000 obviously will climb over $5,000, and some of those sales will start rolling in. We'll kind of saturate that category with hats, new inventory, and hopefully those hats will begin to sell. I've been revising some of my old hat listings, kind of lowering the price point, added calculated shipping. That's kind of what I'm hoping to do with these hats. List them up at a lower price point with calculated shipping and move them fast. But let me show you the other 8. Here's a Valvoline Performance Team kind of racing hat with the red bill and the blue. This is a Ford Explorer hat. Has the Ford logo on the back, says Explorer across the front. This one had the sweat stains that I showed you. It still has a little fuzz on it from the sponge, but got it cleaned up nice. All those sweat stains are gone, as you can see. The Bass Pro Shop hat. So someone must have wore that ship fishing on a warm day and sweating it a little, but we got it cleaned up and ready for some new wear. Here we have another racing hat, a Power Drag Racing Series Champion Style NHRA from '05. So this is back from '05. Nice looking quality hat. Pro Stock Bike, it says there, NHRA. This one might be a little bit less money. Compass, it did have a few little stains, little faint stains on it, so we might have to lower the price on that one, but a little denim hat, still not too bad. Here we have a Country Club Woodman, so another Country Club golf type hat. So this person must have had some golfing experience. And let's see, another camouflage hat, Lear Corporation. Sometimes it doesn't really matter what the graphic is on these hats. If they're camouflage, people will buy them to wear them hunting or fishing or just outdoor wear. And the last one here was the one you saw in yesterday's video. Nice little Oakley hat. Oakley's always a brand that sells well, so you see that one, you know you can ask a little bit more money for it, and that'll get me going. Once that one sells, we'll be closer to the profit right away. So like I said, I paid $43.49 for that entire lot. If my math is correct, that's $2.72 per hat. So obviously that's a low price point. You know, you go to the thrift shop, you're not going to even probably find them that cheap. Hats, and there's some quality hats in that lot. You know, they're not all winners, but there's some good ones in there. So $2.72 per hat, 16 quick listings, easy to list, easy to photograph. Even if we ask $9.97 per hat, some of them I'll probably ask a little bit more for, like that Oakley hat and a few others. But I think that's kind of where I want to be at, under the $10 threshold. You know, I think that's fair to ask for a hat. You know, you go buy them brand new, they're probably 20 or 30. So if we're asking a third of what they go for at retail, I think that's the perfect starting point for the hats, and we'll add calculated shipping on mine. Just to make sure shipping is covered. So that's kind of the plan moving forward. We got a couple more hat lots that showed up, so I'm going to show them to you. But first, let's take a look and see what sold out of the store this morning. So this morning we woke up to two sales for $36.42. $36.42 for two sales. First item that sold for $10 even. It's an extra large Caslon sleeveless blue cotton dress shirt top. Solid women's size, extra large. The other item that sold for $26.42. It's an Exertion, a navy blue athletic jacket coat, polyester zip-up size, extra large. Keyword solid. So $10 for a woman's shirt and $26 for a jacket. That $26 price for a jacket, that's kind of where we want to be. Those $10 orders are kind of what we want to steer away from. Of course, I just said I want to list all those hats for $10, but shirts and clothing, you know, hats you can charge a little bit less for, but we want to try to get some of those higher priced items into the store. Those $26 sales add up a lot quicker than $10, so that's what we're aiming for in the new year. But like I've said in past videos, you know, this eBay game is kind of like playing baseball. You get the singles, the doubles, triples, and home runs, and you know, something like that $10 shirt is a single, and I don't mind collecting those. You know, you get enough singles, enough of these hats, you know, sell 16 singles in one day. That's $160 at $10 a pop, so I'll take that. You know, invest 40 to make 160. That's a good margin on your investment. So I'm gonna go locate those two items, get some shipping labels on them, and get them ready to go to the post office. Then we might check out the small store, see if we had any sales in the small store overnight, to make sure we have all the orders to go to the post office. I think my wife's running into town, so I'm gonna hand the orders off to her and let her drop them off at the post office, so I won't have to go into town, make an extra trip. Alright, through the magic of video, there they appear. This is that women's shirt, that Caslon blue sleeveless shirt, and this is the athletic jacket. So we'll get some labels on those and add them to the tote. Alright, let's get these labels fresh off the printer. Let's get them on these orders and get them out to the customer. Alright, 2 more for the tote in 1 and 2. So I'm going to log into the small store now, see what kind of action we have in there, see if we have any orders that need to be packed up. Alright, looks like we had 2 orders out of the small store for $42.22. $42.22 for 2 orders. Let's see what sold. First item sold for $27.05. It's a Hollister dress shirt size medium large sleeve striped white and red men's top. The other item that sold for $15.17. It's a Haband burgundy red pocket polo shirt size extra large short sleeve men's cotton polyester blend. So a dress shirt and a polo shirt, $27 for one and $15 for the other. I'm going to go locate those from the inventory and we'll get some labels on them, add them to the tote. Alright, there they are. There's the polo shirt and there's the Hollister dress shirt. They're ready for labels. Let's do it. Here they are, a couple more shipping labels. Let's get these orders ready. Alright, 2 more for the tote. 1 and 2. It's starting to fill up. So now that we got our orders packed up for the morning, I thought I would take you guys into the photo station. We got to find some fresh inventory to photograph and list this afternoon. And we have plenty of it. We had that watch lot that came in. We have those out there. We have the Star Trek action figures we're in the middle of, and now the new hat lots. A couple of those came in the mail, so I'm going to show you some more of those later in the video. But I think first let's head into that photo station. I'll give you guys a look around and we'll decide what we want to list, what we want to photograph and list. I think I'm going to grab a few items from each of the categories, watches, action figures, and hats. And just get a little bit of each up in maybe in both stores, since we have so much excess inventory today. We'll do a little listing in the small store as well. But let's take a look and see what we have. All right, there's 3 more hat lots that showed up. So we're going to get into those. I'm going to show you what that's about. But we have the Star Trek action figures here. Got a bunch of those listed this morning, so we might grab a few more of those, another stack of those. This is that watch lot, that the online arbitrage watch lot that I showed you. I pulled, 5 of them here to get photographed and listed, as well as those stickers and this LED light, a keychain light, and this set of a necklace and earrings. So we have that, and then up here we have that lot of hats that I showed you. So we'll grab off of that and get some of this stuff photographed and listed today. So that's the plan. Alright, I got a nice array of stuff photographed from those 3 categories I told you about. The watches and some jewelry, and then the action figures, a couple Star Trek, actually 3 Star Trek action figures, and then 10 hats. Let me show you. So there are the watches and this LED light and that little set of a necklace and earrings and easy listers. Down here we have the action figures, 3 more action figures to get up, and 10 hats, 10 from the 16 I showed you. So now that we have things photographed, all I gotta do is put the nose to the grindstone and get into list mode and get some of this stuff online. That's the challenging part. Now that we got everything here, it's come in the mail, it's all sitting here, it's been photographed. Now we gotta put the time into listing it up, and then those sales will start rolling in a little bit faster than they have been. Things have been a little bit slow lately. I think it's because I haven't put up a lot of listings. But with these hats, these are quick and easy listers, so I should be able to get a lot of hats listed in a short period of time. Alright, we're making some progress. List mode, we got 5 up in the small store. So I listed 5 hats into the small store. I thought it would be good to take a break and maybe open one of those online arbitrage purchases, the hat lots in the photo station. I've got 3 of them sitting out there. Let's dive into one of those, open it up, and see what we got. Alright, let's get into this one here. As you can see, they spared no eBay tape on this one. They got it top to bottom covered in eBay tape. Let's cut into this and see what we got. Alright, we're in. It looks like another hat lot. Let's see what we got. So here's a look at it. Looks like 18 hats I got for $47.44. So here's a look at them as they were photographed and listed. So when I do the math, that means I paid $2.66 per hat to have these delivered here to my place, and we'll get these listed into the stores and hopefully flip that for some good profit. But let's take a look at what we got for that dollar amount. So I took a quick look at these hats as I took them out of the box here, and I must admit, not all of these are winners. Not all of these are big money hats that you can get $10 for. Some of them are kind of lower end hats that we'll have to get a little bit less money for. But when you're paying, you know, the amount that we paid for them, I think that's all right. There's enough in here that we should do all right. Let me show them to you. First one is this one right here, St. Louis Battlehawks. This is an XFL team. The XFL that has disbanded, I think now. It's no longer a league, but there's a hat from them. St. Louis Cardinals. This is kind of a cool one. We could probably get some decent money for this one. St. Louis Cardinals with the little cardinal on there. This one, here's a lower end hat, kind of just an advertising hat. Cero Industrial Tube, but it is a nice mesh backing. Looks like it's never been worn. So again, another brand new hat with the tag right on it. Poet Grain has that camouflage bill in the black and with the camouflage backing. Another St. Louis Cardinals, so that one's a good one. Nice graphic on that. Aeropostale Aereo. This is kind of that black and red plaid with the mesh backing there. Another kind of advertising hat, a green one. Green is good though. Could be used for hunting or fishing. Speaking of fishing, we got another Bass Pro Shop. There was one of those in the last lot as well. This one is much cleaner. The other one was needed to be cleaned up, but this one's nice. Missouri Tigers, so another athletic type hat. 1839 they were established, so who knew? So like I said before, we're working the law of averages, right? You list some higher for $14.97, some lower for maybe $4.97, and we'll find that sweet spot, that average sale price. We'll get that up there as high as it can be anyways. Some of these are going to be quick movers at a lower price point, but some of them I think, you know, like those St. Louis hats, those are worth quite a bit of money, so we can price those a little bit more since the demand is there for those. We have an O'Reilly Auto Parts hat and a Rocky Outdoor Gear. This would be a good hunting hat to wear out there, well, so nobody will accidentally send a shot your way. You got the orange hat, you'll be safe out there. Nice camouflage hat. This might be military, yeah, military issue camouflage hat. So those always sell pretty well. You can price that one up a little bit. Mossy Oak, you'll find these at the thrift quite often. Mossy Oak camouflage hat. Not like a brand that people seek out, but they make quality merchandise. Let's see, this one looks like it might be a women's or kids. One Tough Buck, it says. One Tough Buck. Kind of a cool graphic on the front there, but it is kind of small. We'll have to look at that. Might be a kid's or a woman's hat. Let's see, another camouflage hat. So we got a lot of camo. Camo sells pretty good. This one doesn't really appear to have any graphics on it. OG, I think, is the brand on there. Team Hoyt. Team Hoyt with another camouflage type of design to it. Some nice looking hats. Here's another advertising type hat. BASF, we create chemistry. So not a huge desirable hat, but it is brand new. It has the cardboard right in it, so a little advertising hat. And then finally another O'Reilly Auto Parts hat. So we had two of these orange hats in there. Luckily I have two stores, so I could throw one in each store and call it good. So there you see it, hat lot number 2. How do you guys think I did on that one? I think what I'm going to do is spend some time to stay ahead of the game and take photos of all the rest of the hats. I still have some in the photo station that I didn't take photos of last time, and then this batch just try to get the photos taken of them. That way I can just continue listing hats and stay in that list mode once I get in a nice rhythm and get all these hats up and really go after getting the numbers up of listings. Since hats are quick and easy to list, if I can just keep my mind frame in the list mode, we can get these hats up quick, and hopefully some of those will lead into sales in the next week. As I have a huge lot of hats sitting in the photo station as well, but I think we're going to wait on that until I get these under control. So I'm going to get into photo mode and snap these hats and then get back into list mode. Alright, we got quite a few hats listed, a nice tote full. So I got all those hats listed that I photographed earlier, as well as 3 more Star Trek action figures. And I think I'm going to head into the photo station, grab another stack of hats, and just continue at it. It's approaching 8 o'clock now, but I think I got time to get a few more online before we call it quits. So that's what I'm going to do next. Here's a look at some of the progress I made. As you can see, some of these hats are going up. We got the orange hunting hat, the military hat, the Superior construction hat, another O'Reilly orange hat, the Bass Pro Shops, the Ford Explorer, the Valvoline oil hat, and the Missouri Tigers. And then we got this patriotic hat and this fishing hat with the fish on it. I guess it's the brand is G. Loomis. And then we got the 3 action figures that I pulled. There's the 3 of them. You can see them better here. The one just posted. So 3 more action figures into the shop as well. So I think that's about 13 listings I got up this afternoon, as well as 5 into the small store. So not too bad. 18 listings in a couple hours. But I think I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna get some more hats up. They're quick and easy to list, and they're kind of fun. Just quick and easy process. So I'm gonna keep going. It's about 8 o'clock now. I'm gonna go till 9, and then we'll call it good. All right, I got the rest of those hats photographed. Let me give you guys a look. There they are. We got them sitting here next to the printer, ready to be listed. So we're gonna get those listed, as many as I can get up tonight as possible. Of course, I still have that giant package you may have seen earlier in the video. I think I'm gonna save that one to unveil at a later date. So come on back, and if you're interested in seeing what's in that one, let me give you guys a look at the pack job. It came to the door kind of in an interesting package. I probably would have put it in a box, but it got here in one piece, so I'm not complaining. Let me show it to you. Here it is. This one came from Washington, from Spokane, so it didn't have to go too far. But look how they did this. They put in a couple bags together and taped it all up. One big, like a big snowball almost. So this is full of some quality hats in here. I paid over $100 for all these. I'll give you the specifics on it at when I open it up, but probably get into that tomorrow. Of course, we still have more action figures. We got one more stack listed today, so we'll just keep chipping away at those until they're all online. So hopefully some of you guys will enjoy this little venture into the hat category. I'm going to put some effort into getting as many of these listed as I can in the next week, and see what kind of results we get as a result of my efforts. Sometimes if you get a lot of listings up, then those sales start rolling in. So I'm revising some old hat listings and getting a lot of new hat listings up into the stores. I put 5 into the small store today, but I might add some more tomorrow as well, to just give a little bit of balance, to get a little in each store, and create those sales in both areas. So it's a little after 8 o'clock now, 8:21 to be exact. I think I'm going to call an end to the video just so I can focus on listing and not worry about shooting any more video tonight. But I want to thank everybody for watching this one to the end. We had a busy day, got some good work done, and hopefully it will lead to some more sales. Sales were kind of slow today. A couple trickled in, but like I said, I haven't been putting up a lot of listings, so once these listings start going up, and I'll probably put my store on sale, then sales should pick up. They always do. So that's the plan for tonight. Thank you for watching this one till the very end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.